Like
Look at the
everybody
hand.
else,
Look at
I
her
think
hand.
voting
This shows anger and nervousness. Watch her hand when he doesn't agree with.
tonight, I obviously have been watching like everybody else.
Usher does not laugh at that joke. Look at that joke she's trying to get a reaction from. Single Catwoman, Usher's like,
a single cat woman, as she points to.
have you ever been cornered or felt pressured into saying something that you didn't want to? The person trying to pressure you into it, maybe it's like a jerky boss, or maybe it's someone in your family at a family event or anywhere. They know they're trying to get you to say something that you don't want to, but you feel that pressure and you don't know if you should be combative and disagree or say something. Well, Usher found himself in that exact situation on The View, and he handled it in a good way. So there was one thing he could have improved, but we're gonna break down the things that he did well, so next time you're in this situation, you can react in a good way. I'm gonna tell you the one thing he could improve, but the most important thing is setting this up. Joy Behar, I think her name is, she 5 different times tries to set him up into getting him to say what she wants. This is not a question. This is clearly just trying to get him to agree. Let me show you the 5 things she does to start. It's quite unbelievable, to be honest with you.
Taylor Swift has now endorsed Kamala
Taylor
Harris.
Swift endorsed her.
She was very, I thought, very smart the way she did it. It was like, you do your
smart.
research and you decide for yourselves, but I, a single cat woman, as she points to, I'm voting for Kamala. Do you think, I always say that in this emergency that we're in, I think that
Emergency.
it behooves artists to come out and
behooves
speak for
artists.
Kamala against Donald Trump, because he is an existential threat to the country.
Existential
What do you
threat.
say?
Okay, 5 different things. Does that sound like a question to you? Is that how you ask a question? Not, are you going to support Kamala? Existential question. It behooves artists. Taylor Swift, she's so smart. I mean, unbelievable. So this is like the most intense version of this. And he's on a talk show where everybody knows the host has a lot of influence on if you sound good or bad, if you come off well. That's at least what I've heard from people on these shows. So let's listen to his reaction.
You know what? I don't get too deep into politics. I didn't get a chance to watch the debate last night. I obviously have been watching like
Look at the
everybody
hand.
else.
Look at
I
her
think
hand.
voting
This shows anger and nervousness. Watch her hand when he doesn't agree with her.
politics. I didn't get a chance to watch the debate last night. I obviously have been watching like everybody else. I think voting is an individual choice.
Okay. So what did he do well? Number 1, he understood he was under attack, right? So you want to do that. That's the first thing you want to do. I guess I'm kind of speaking from his mind, but this is number 1, what you want to do in this situation. You need to understand you're going to feel this pressure. And how is it going to feel? Your subconscious will be saying, go along with this person, especially if they have influence or authority over you. So you're going to feel tight. Your brain isn't going to be as free flowing or thinking, and you're going to feel compelled to do so. So understand what's going to happen inside of your body is going to be telling you to do what you shouldn't do, right? Which is go along with the person if you actually disagree. Then what did he do? Did he get worked up? Did he get defensive? Very calm, even keel, tone of voice, because first of all, what that does is it diffuses the situation, because if you get all worked up, there's a better chance the other person is going to take it to a combative nature, and then it's going to escalate on top of each other if you don't agree, and you definitely don't want that. So he stays very calm and cool, states what he thinks. So what's the last thing? Short. You're not going to convince this person. You think you're going to convince Joy to vote for Trump? No way on earth. After that 5-point setup, and I think she's a big liberal as well, your goal shouldn't be to do that. It should simply be state your case as calmly and succinctly and briefly as possible. There's no benefit to talking about why or why you like the other person, or it doesn't have to be a political debate. There's no advantage to trying to convince somebody. We all know in discussions you're never going to change the other person's opinion. That shouldn't be the goal. So the third thing is to do it short. Now, what is the thing that he could have done to improve? Did you notice anything? Probably not, because we didn't watch the rest of the interview, because you kind of need context to get this. But actually, just before this clip, he says he is going to vote for Kamala Harris. So the fact that he didn't jump on these layups from her is even a little bit more surprising that he chose to do that, which is quite impressive socially, that he didn't just take these layups. But where were the weak spots in his reaction? I'm not sure if you could tell, but he started stuttering.
Both are who fits the category.
So when he talks about this, his words aren't quite as smooth. He talks about how he had 14 people. I'm not going to go back and show you, it's kind of boring, but he had 14 people at his concert when really it was probably like 14,000 or something like that. Not important. But why did that happen? It's because what I just talked about. When you're under pressure like this, your body physically gets more tight and your brain tightens up and doesn't allow you to think as freely. So you start making little mistakes, you start stuttering. But the biggest tell is Usher, he's a child star. He's been speaking in front of crowds for so long. It just constricts. His voice doesn't have the confidence and the depth. He doesn't have the magnetism. For these 5 minutes that he's talking about politics, the magic of the communication is just gone. And listen, that's fine. It takes a real professional to not show any tells when you're kind of under attack like this. And people like you and I, we don't have 30 years of media experience like Usher, but I have noticed that celebrities and ultra rich people, they have kind of this specific code and these mannerisms. And I've been lucky enough to roll in some of these circles, and I've been able to kind of peel back the onion on what they're doing specifically, but it's much more in depth than this channel. This channel is more of like an overview of things like this. But I started a channel that is for people that really want to dig deep into these nuances. It's called the Ultra Rich Charisma and Power Playbook. I'll put a link to it here. That's only if you, it's not for everybody. It's only if you want to dive really deep into these nuances. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link here. I'll talk to you more there. Cheers.